Today we're going to be tasting a Japanese gin, the Roku Gin. Hi, I'm Jo, this is Maximo. We are Tipples and Treats. Today we have a gin. We have a Japanese gin.
And it's a special gin because...
It was a Christmas present.
Yes.
Aren't I lucky?
Very lucky.
Someone knows me well. I love gin and I'm fascinated by Japan.
Two birds with one stone have been killed.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for this present. Yes, so we went to Japan, didn't we?
A couple of years ago, in the days that one could still travel.
4 years ago maybe?
3?
No, more
4?
than 3. Good 4, maybe 5.
4.
Who knows? Anyway, we went to Japan, but I wasn't a gin drinker then.
You weren't, no. Not a big one.
We did try some sake when we were there,
We
which was
did.
pretty good. Have we got any sake in there?
I bought some sake and I haven't had a chance to do a review, so
we must do that soon.
I'll have to add that sake to the review.
Definitely. Anyway, so Roku Gin. So Roku means 6 in Japanese, so it has 6 botanicals. And it's from the Suntory distillery.
And the Torii Shoten Store, which was the predecessor of Suntory, has been making spirits since 1899 in Japan. Mm-hmm. This gin is a recent addition to their repertoire.
It's a very pretty bottle. It's a hexagon shape, which is quite unusual, and it has the botanicals.
The flowers of the botanicals that it contains.
Etched, yeah. Not etched, but in relief on the glass, which is very nice.
With some Japanese writing that I presume means Roku and perhaps gin.
Yes, who knows. So, interesting botanicals. We're quite used to the Australian gin,
yes,
with a bit of wattle seed and this and that, but so different. So this will be really interesting.
What botanicals are in this?
We have Sakura flowers, Sakura leaf. So Sakura is the cherry blossom.
Is it?
It is.
There you go.
Yes. We have 2 types of tea.
Yeah. Green tea?
Yeah, it's. I mean, the text is pretty small to read, and I don't want to mispronounce it, so we'll just call it
Sencha tea and Gyokuro tea.
Well, that's why I didn't try and pronounce it.
As well as yuzu peel.
Yuzu peel. So
yuzu is a citrus,
yes.
A very strong sort of citrus.
Yeah, and a pepper.
Sanho pepper.
Not sure these pronunciations are right, but
no.
You get the idea.
I've made a reasonable attempt.
Yeah, more than I was willing to do. So, it should be really interesting.
There's really not much on the tasting notes about this one, but the tasting notes suggest that it's heavy with hints of green tea and Earl Grey tea. A vivid note, bitter citrus and smoky leaves, with drying and striking bitterness. Mm-hmm. That doesn't really sound that appealing, does it?
Sometimes these things get lost in translation.
Could very well be.
We know that.
Mm.
So, in Japanese, maybe it sounds very appealing.
Yes.
To us, it sounds slightly a bit odd, maybe.
Could very well be. There's only one way to find out, though, Jo.
A twist top. We're quite used to the
corks
top in Australia, but that's all good. Bottle's very pretty. Here we go.
Quite aromatic.
Ooh.
It's sort of a sweet citrusy.
Yep. The citrus is strong. That's the yuzu.
I think there's juniper in here. I think
yes.
You have to have juniper in gin, don't you, for it to be a gin, I think.
Yep.
It's actually smells creamy. creamy, citrusy.
It does smell creamy, which is a weird thing to say.
It is, but
How do you smell creamy?
I don't know. It's just like you could. It's like heavy, creamy, quite aromatic. Maybe it's the yuzu, the quite, because yuzu we've had before in Japan, and it's been quite a very strong citrusy flavour, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not smelling any sort of tea smell, but I think that tea is going to be really subtle.
You think so?
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's got a really interesting
It's a complex taste, isn't it?
finish.
It is.
Yeah.
It's quite a long finish.
But it's still soft.
It's soft. It's slightly peppery, which might be the pepper in it.
Second taste is more peppery.
And the pepper sort of lingers.
Yes.
There is sort of a slightly bitter aftertaste, slightly.
It's not too bitter for me.
It's more the pepper than the bitter, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Definitely some citrus in here.
Oh yeah.
Sort of a fruity sort of taste as well. It's sort of a sweet at the sides of the palate. It's quite unusual. I haven't really tasted a gin quite like this.
No, it's quite different. I do not know what Sakura tastes like though. I think that would be a mild flavour too.
The green tea?
No, Sakura.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think that would be a mild.
You'd think so?
Yeah.
Delicate perhaps?
I don't even recall, I know they have some, interesting flavours of ice cream in Japan.
Yes.
We certainly had a fair bit of matcha ice cream. I do remember like a sweet potato ice cream as well, which was unusual. You know what? We were not there at cherry blossom time. We were there more towards autumn. They probably do have cherry blossom flavour products during spring.
It could be.
I reckon they would. So yeah, I can't say what the cherry blossom Sakura tastes like.
It's cut down the nose a fair bit.
Taste that more on the side of the tongue
I think so.
this time.
The pepper is lost at the front of the palate, and it sort of develops sort of mid palate. I think so. It's toned it down quite a bit. It's taken some of the sharpness of the pepper away and left the delicate sort of smooth, sweeter taste with sort of a lingering finish that's sort of a little bit peppery but sort of quite sweet.
Yeah, smoother. Yeah. So I think we found this with other unusual botanicals. If you don't know what they taste like, you don't know how to recognise them.
No.
But there's certainly some things in there which are hard to describe.
They are.
So maybe that's what it is.
Could be.
So
shall we try it with some tonic? I've got some Mediterranean tonic. If you could do the honours with the
you can do that.
one, I'll do that.
I forgot what I was going to say.
There you go. No, I wouldn't dare coming anywhere near your glass with tonic water. That's just a very little splash, isn't it? And I've done the same.
It's seems to have released a bit more aroma. It's sweetened it up quite a bit.
It has. Some of the pepperiness has gone, which is a bit unusual because you're adding something that's quite bitter.
Yes, it's softened the whole flavour profile, I think.
It has a lot.
Yeah, it has.
It's quite a mellow,
It's a delicate,
smooth, delicate gin and tonic, isn't it?
It is. Yes, yes. Be easy on the tonic with this one.
I think so, because too much tonic and you'll overpower the gin.
Absolutely.
In terms of a gin and tonic, I think the Roku Gin blended with the Mediterranean tonic, the result is a very smooth, refreshing, light, enjoyable gin and tonic, which is perfect for a summer's day.
No, I do like that.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Yep.
Quite
Bit unusual.
quite quaffable.
Oh yeah. Yep. I do love the bottle though. I'm a sucker for nice packaging.
Are you?
That is just, yeah.
Tactile.
I'm imagining there's the yuzu, there's the cherry blossom, and these would be the teas and everything. So yeah. There's a lot of craftsmanship in Japanese products, isn't there?
There is, and the design is distinctive.
Yes, well, you know, everything is important to them.
It's both functional and aesthetic, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. Beautiful.
Well, what a wonderful Christmas present.
I know, how lucky am I?
Indeed.
It wasn't from him either.
I bought you 4 gins in that auction.
Was that my Christmas present?
It may have been.
No. Let me tell you, that was just a guilt payment for buying 10 whiskies?
11 whiskies.
11 whiskies. There we are.
And a cognac.
12 versus 4. Is that really my Christmas present?
On that note, if you've liked this vlog, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you've got some unusual whiskies or gins, especially from other countries that aren't sort of renowned for...
or any tipple.
Or treat.
Or treat.
Please let us know, and we'll try and hunt them down and do a review of them. And on that note, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And
here's to more tipples and treats in 2022.
Indeed. Cheers, Joe.
Thank you.